What's going on? Chris Classic dropping the car vlog. Hope you guys and gals are having a blessed day. I'm on the way from work. Nobody tells you today, but God loves you. Christ loves you. And I love you as well. I hope I said it right. God loves you, Christ loves you, and I love you as well. We're doing a 2-for-1 special today, so I did drop a video earlier today asking if I should watch the women's blood and guts match, because even now people are still saying that it's great. But I also wanted to speak about something else. But before that, make sure you subscribe to C3 Ultimate Wrestling. That is me and my wife's professional wrestling company. We have all of our shows and matches of 2025. It's on the golly, I'm messing up, y'all. Let's run it back. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure my eyes is on track. Subscribe to the Take It Home podcast, where I talk about professional wrestling topics, and I put up my matches as Classic Alpha, and I put up a lot of content. I go live. I'm going live now, 2-for-1 special. Make sure you also subscribe to C3 Ultimate Wrestling. That is me and my wife's professional wrestling channel. We have all of our matches from 2025 available, and then also from previous years, because we've been doing this since 2019. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Take It Home podcast and also C3 Ultimate Wrestling. And while you're in a subscribing mood, make sure you also get tickets for the Big Business, which happens February 21st, 2026, Dyer, Indiana, Harold's private venue. Tickets are $5 off on Eventbrite, but there'll be $5 more at the door. Bars. Robert Brown, what's going on? Rent Syndicate in the building. Let me hit this turn. Safety first, guys. Safety first. I was at work when you dropped your morning video. Did I miss anything important? I was just asking people how was the women's blood and guts match, because I saw online a lot of people, especially on Facebook, they're saying that was a great match. The women did their thing. They said it was better than the men's blood and guts match. I saw clips. I didn't see the whole match, but I saw clips and I was like, yeah, this is disgusting to me. But I did ask earlier, should I watch it? And if I do watch it, should I have a live reaction to it, or make a video of me reacting to it, and then I just put up just a regular standard video? Because some people saying it's good, some people are just like, it was alright. Some people just saying, oh, well, this was a step forward in women's wrestling. I don't see how, but just because you can doesn't mean you should. But it is what it is. I wanted to talk about wrestling practice. So almost every Wednesday I try to make it to a wrestling practice, to do drills, to do certain things, to make sure I still got it or whatever like that. So yesterday was one of the I guess I put more into doing stuff. I was more available to do things, because sometimes out of me being lazy, sometimes not trying to do stuff and now trying to run, I also am trying to give like the younger people or the new people like an opportunity to try to understand some things. So, man, what I learned, wowskis. I saw clips of the blood and guts match, and also, in my opinion, the blood and guts match was better. Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. That's the consensus of blood and guts yesterday, was that the women had a better match than the men. And if they did, congrats to them. Like I said, I'm so sick of these kind of matches, but it is what it is. Practice was pretty fun. It was pretty good, but I also had to learn a lot of stuff about myself that I should have just been consistently going to practice. The last time I was consistently at practice was probably 2021. And I've just been booked and stuff, and it's like I could put on great matches. Not saying that I didn't need practice and stuff, because I'm saying I need practice. But I'm pretty good with doing things. Me being a powerhouse, I don't have to do a lot of the stuff that requires the drills of running and doing certain things and jumping over people and things like that. And yesterday was definitely a wake-up call, because I've been so used to the old school big guy style that I was just like, man, like trying to get up as quick as I used to a couple years ago and struggling with it. I'm like, man, I need to work on myself. Wrestling practice, you definitely got to work on your cardio. You definitely got to work on, stretching and working out and stuff like that. And to me, it was very humbling yesterday. It was very humbling to go there and just be like, dang, man, I'm not getting up as quick as I used to and stuff. And man, I'm trying to do these things and trying to make everything right. So it was a wake-up call that I definitely needed because, you know, I ain't gonna lie, for the past few years, I've just adopted the fact that I'm old, right? And I've been saying it, but sometimes when you even say that kind of stuff, it goes into your mindset. So it makes it seem like, hey, I'ma just do this. And I'm not saying this as me wrestling, I don't give 100%. I always give 100%. But some of the stuff that we was doing, I rarely have to do, right? So definitely was a humbling and a wake-up call because I do consider myself a great wrestler and a pretty good wrestler. And I think that it's a talent and it's a some form of servitude. But the best way to do that is to be consistently at practice. So it definitely was a wake-up call. You know, I preach about people practicing and training and things like that. And it's like, you know, me doing it again, I don't want to say it's starting over because certain things is just muscle memory or whatever like that. But what I want to do is I want to make sure my body is right for future shows and things like that. You know, I've been working out and stuff, but working out is only one thing. Cardio, walking, running, stuff like that. All of that stuff is also very, very important. Stretching, eating right, drinking right. Very, very important to the situation. So definitely a humbling experience. You know, it definitely woke me up as in like I need to be there. So, you know, next practice is Monday. So I'm definitely going to be there. Going to try to do more drills, trying to understand things. And in the meantime, from here to Monday, start doing some exercising more, started doing more things and taking care of myself. Physically okay, but also mentally okay as far as putting your head in the right standpoint, in my right headspace to do the right things. So I appreciate you knowing what my car looked like. Appreciate that. But still going into it, I do recommend people go to practice. And like even like when I talk to Team C3, the people who wrestle and stuff like that, I was recommending, you know, people go to practice and stuff. And then I told them I was going myself because, you know, I'm not one of these people that's just like, okay, I'm gonna just tell you guys what to do and then not practice what I preach. So very, very important, very humbling, very, very humbling yesterday. Oh man, but still, am I talking fast? I thought I was talking pretty slow. I know one thing, I try to talk loud so people can hear. I didn't know I was talking fast. My bad. 20 miles on the road. But yeah, practice is definitely something that's recommended to the, or if you want to say, don't even want to call, some people don't call it practice. Some people call it training and stuff. I call it practice. You know, like I said, sometimes it is difficult to find a spot, but you can find a spot. One of the main things as a wrestler, what they have trouble with finding a spot is also like paying for training and things like that. And I think that's like the biggest thing for a lot of people is that sometimes they don't have the money for it or they don't want to pay for it. And then sometimes people just don't want to practice. Like they'll just be like, nah, I don't want to. You know, I was talking to my homie yesterday and we were speaking about it. We were saying like, you know, there's a lot of platforms to where these younger people and people that's trying to be booked can improve and practice, but sometimes they don't go to practice. They do everything else but practice at practice. They practice a move that they want to do and then that's it. You know, like even people who he's faced before in the past, he's like, hey, why don't we do this? And then they're like, hey, I never did it before. I don't know how to do it. And I'm just like, what do you mean? These are supposed to be one-on-ones. This is why it's very important to me as a promoter to vet the people who I book because I want to make sure that people, when they look at C3, they're seeing the best quality wrestling. Now, if wrestlers don't see the best in themselves, how could they see themselves in the best in C3? I'm a wrestler. I'm not a fighter. I'm a professional wrestler. I've been doing it for 13 years, Toxic. So, professional wrestler, wrestling ring and everything. Stuff that you see like similar but different from WWE and ECW and all of that. We do C3 Ultimate Wrestling. I have a YouTube channel for that. That is me and my wife's professional wrestling company. There are matches that I'm in that a lot of the wrestlers are in. Or even on this channel, when you go to Classic Alpha Matches, those are all of my matches that I have available to me that I could upload and stuff like that. So yeah, I've been doing this for a while. So, but still, going back into a practice is very, very good. And like I said, practice was definitely an eye-opener for me yesterday. Because I was just like, man, I'm so used to doing this and so used to doing that. And it's like muscle memory, but it's like my body like, oh no, son, what you doing? What you doing? So now it's like I'm motivated. After I'm like doing some stuff with my son today, to try to do some workout stuff, trying to do some things to like get my body ready for Monday, so I can do better, so I can get back to my alpha self. I call myself classic alpha. I can't call myself an alpha if my body is beta. Like, I better do better. I'll try to do something with beta and better. I'm sorry, it's corny. My bad, dog. My bad. I didn't see it in WWE. I'm not in WWE. I'm an independent wrestler. So like, I have a channel, C3 Ultimate Wrestling, and also this channel I have my matches. So I wrestle at other spots and stuff like that. It's not WWE. I'm trying to push my product of C3 Ultimate Wrestling. So, am I talking fast still? Excuse me, y'all. I'm very, very parched. I'm from Texas, but I live in the Midwest. I don't know who Vaughn is. So, but yeah, practice definitely was something that it was an eye opener, and it's like, just got to get my body right, just got to get better. You know, just because I feel like I'm old and I'm older and stuff like that, I got to get myself out of that mindset. You know, I got people that want to see the best in me. Homie John, that's the reason why I'm at practice and stuff. He told me about it and things like that. He be like, man, you want to do this drill? And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So now I got to be like, hell yeah, let's do it. Like, let's be the first ones to do it eventually. So, and shout out to Mike Strong, familiar with C3 and stuff like that. Shout out to him, because he's the one that's leading the stuff, and he's pretty good. Like, to me, he's like one of the top wrestlers out there and stuff like that, and I think he is slowly but surely getting his just due with wrestling and with credit and stuff. That is, bro, what is this? I don't know what that is. So yeah, a lot of friends in Texas. That's what's up. Texas is great. I miss it. My family's in Texas and stuff like that. I do miss it. It's very hot. I miss the food. I miss a whole bunch of stuff, whatever like that. But I definitely wanted to do something and be different. So I was in the Illinois area, and then now I'm living in Indiana with my family and stuff. But Texas definitely, obviously, has a special place in my heart. I got a tattoo of Texas. You know, I love Texas stuff. I love it. The music and all that. The only thing I don't mess with is the lean and the drugs and the guns and the Go Girls. But still, love Texas. Food is phenomenal. I don't have a gang sign. I'm not in the gang. I don't promote it, so I'm not in it. My name ain't Bennett, but I ain't in it. Bars. It's traffic, man. It's holiday traffic. When it's holiday heifers, that's what I'm gonna call them. Not everybody in traffic is holiday heifers, but trying to get stuff done, trying to go back and forth, trying to do shipments and stuff like that, people go crazy in holidays. Honking the horn at cars that's not moving, like it's not going to move because the other cars in front aren't moving, but still. So what I like seafood. I'm a seafood person, but I like spicy stuff. Like they have like something called Zumos, and they got like boudin and things like that. You know, that's stuff that you can also say is like in Louisiana, but like since it's like near water, there's like crawfish, there's shrimp, there's crabs. There's just a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of like Texas swag and tang to it. Steakhouses are good too. A lot of the food, like the food be big there, and that's great. I'm on the way to get my kids, and then I'm on the way to go home and help them with homework. Fatherhood is the only hood I rep for sure. Boy, these kids' homework be something else, man. Like I remember I was reading and doing all of this stuff like in the 5th and 6th grade. They showing them how to do all kind of multiplication, like different forms of it, advanced. They giving them more homework than what we did. We used to have like 1 or 2 sheets of paper. My son be having like 4 sheets. I'm like, good Lord, multiplication used to be so simple. Now it's the Lattice method and all this other stuff. It's just crazy. Ooh, these cars, man. These people don't know how to drive. Ooh, these holiday heifers, man. It's just like, if it's anything, if you trying to beat me to a lane, you got it, fella. You got it, big bro, because I ain't trying to wreck my car. I think That's just one of the worst things to do is have your car wrecked, because you already know it's gonna take a long time for the stuff to get fixed. You gotta go through insurance. You gotta call people. You gotta call their insurance. You gotta call them. It's too much. You gotta call the police. It's too much. Hey, I got it, man. I know so many people be having their pride in the way, but y'all got it, man. The Midwest, when they be talking about like Chicago and all that, they got bad traffic. It's the reason why people say that. Must probably in the way. I'll be like, hey, I don't even care if I got the right of way. You got it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I want my car in one piece, not in two pieces. You know what I'm saying? I want to pick up my bumper and put it in my back seat. It belongs in front of the car or the back, not the back seat. That's where my kids go. Do you like prawns? Prawns, yeah. Shrimp, yeah, it's pretty good. Or form of shrimp. I don't think I look like Franklin from GTA, but it is to each their own. What is the time in your country? We are Central Time, so it's 3-something. Now these people go so fast and just go slow in front of me. Excuse me. But yeah, wrestling practice definitely was a humbling experience, and I'm definitely looking forward to going back Monday. I'm gonna make sure like I'm more prepared for everything and almost anything, because also like, you know, these younger guys, they're trying to learn stuff and all that, and I just want to help and contribute the best way I can, if I'm allowed to, because I don't run the practice. I'm just in the practices, if that makes sense. Yeah, I play a lot of video. I haven't played a lot of video games like I used to since this year. The last game I played fully was like Donkey Kong Bonanza, and I didn't buy the DLC because one, I heard the DLC wasn't all that, and two, that means that I would have spent $100 on the Donkey Kong game, and I think spending $100 on video games is kind of crazy. But yeah, I used to collect video games, so I have so many games to play. I need to play and beat. But yeah, I do play games, but I haven't played them as much as I used to this year. Like when the Switch came out, Switch 2 came out, I got it. But like during that time, I was waiting for the Donkey Kong game to come out. I was playing the Switch 2. I was playing my old Switch games that I needed to beat, like Bayonetta 3, Sonic Superstars. That game was not that good, but I wanted to beat it because of Sonic. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big Sonic fan. You guys know that, but still, definitely wanted to beat that game at least. You know, I think it was another game I had beat as well. So I was just trying to hurry up and beat games, but. If I came to Texas, what should I not do there? I mean, there's a lot of things to do in Texas, you know. The best thing I would say is just stay out of trouble. Like, I don't think, like, trouble is easy unless you make it easy. If you're looking for trouble, trouble will find you probably beforehand. But still, like I said, it's good spots. They got rodeos, they got sports events, they got food, they got malls, they got a lot of stuff out there. You know, a lot of people have that on their like to go to list. And it's just funny because I moved to the Midwest, and a lot of people from the Midwest was like, I'm moving to Texas, so it's like you're getting traded. Traded to another state. But still, I'm wearing a protective satin scarf. I have wicks, which are locks that are wicked together, and I wear this most of the time because it's a protective hairstyle. It's not a bonnet. It's not a bonnet. My hair is just thick. Like all it is, like the definition in it, it's my hair. And where I work at is a lot of products, dusty products, and I don't want that to go into my hair because it'll be difficult to wash out. It'd be almost impossible. Like some people have to like dye their hair black because it's just hard to get the stuff out without adding damage to your hair. And I don't want to do all that. So I wear this, and I usually wear this for a while, especially like coming home and stuff like that. So it's not for religious purposes or anything like that. It's just a scarf to protect my hair. Texas has everything. They got beaches. They got boardwalks and stuff. Galveston got a good boardwalk. They got like bubblegum seafood. Like it's a lot of stuff to do out there. Yeah, it's a friendly state. It's a very, very friendly state for the most part. What's up, New Zealand? New Zealand in the building. We are international with the Take It Home podcast. Shout out to you. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. Even the ones that's asking stuff. So, but still, going back into a practice is definitely something that's going to get back used to. I'm going to try to get back into that right mindset. Like I had a mind for wrestling, I also just want to have a body for it as well. So I did want to speak about that for a little bit. If you are a wrestler, please find a facility to try to do practices and stuff like that so we can do things the proper way. I am here at my kids' school, so I'm definitely about to pick them up. I hope you guys and gals have a wonderful afternoon, day, morning, whatever time zone you at. Shout out to y'all from all over the world. This is Chris Classic. I don't have super texture hair like that, but I know what you mean, bro. I used to work at a carpentry shop and getting sawdust in my hair. Yeah, next month. Okay, all right. Be safe in Texas. BCCI. But yeah, Alexis. Yeah. Even when I was like in other jobs and stuff like that, I was always have like some kind of scarf or something because I just didn't want none of that stuff in my hair. And like I said, having like dust fly and products and all of that, I don't want that in my hair or nothing at all and stuff like that. And trying to rewash and everything. So like ever since this job, it's like the hair nets didn't even do justice because my hair is too big for hair nets. So I just had to get like scarves and stuff like that to wear. So it can be protected, man, because it could be messed up. So, but yeah, I'm definitely about to head on out. Thank you guys for rocking with me for a little bit. Hope you guys and gals have a great day. This is Chris Classic. Let's take it.